First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Wakakadash. Double honors and to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, to you brothers pushing the truth across the four corners of the earth. We the Lions of the 12. We come out here, today is July 30th. We coming out here to prophesy and the truth to wake up the hopeful elect. We know that the hopeful elect is in a state of sleep right now. So we come out here and we speak. Hopefully they'll hear and lift up our voice like a trumpet, so they'll be able to get to know what's going on.
I got that precept for you. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1. Cry aloud, spare not, lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions.
Like you're going into, we have to come out and show our people their transgressions, because they going off, so they'll come back to Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. So they'll come and remember themselves and know who they are, that they have to change, because we know that this is the last days. We living in the last times. Here in spiritual Babylon, spiritual Sodom, spiritual Egypt. We have to wake up our elect. Hopefully we can wake them up so we can get out of here. Right?
Book of Ephesians 5 verse 14. Wherefore he said, awake, thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light.
Right. If we wake up out of sleep, if you wake up out of sleep, you being that you come into knowledge, you come back to the faith, come into knowledge and learn the truth, that you'll live again. And that's what you said right now. You asleep, you are dead. Even though you're physically alive, you are dead. But once you come back to Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, he make you alive again, and he make you alive through the Spirit. So you'll be able to save you in the last end of the time.
Book of Romans 13 verse 11, and that knowing the time, that now is a high time to wake out of sleep.
Knowing now, right now is the high time to wake out of sleep. Why? Because it's disasters going on across the states right now, actually the whole globe. Everything, Satan is working hard. So what we got stuff going on. We got the earthquakes, storms, floods happening. Everything is happening. So right now is the high time to wake out of sleep.
For now is our salvation nearer than we believe.
Right now is this your time. Okay, you need to go ahead and come on home, because right now this is the salvation, or your ass go get burnt. This is the time to come on back and know who you are, and come home and get back with the Heavenly Father, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, so you could be saved. Because right now it's treacherous, man. Right now you could go off right now at any moment. You know, if you ain't walking in the Spirit, the Satan could get you in any kind of way. Okay, if you ain't walking in the Spirit, you liable to fall for anything in the world. You liable to anything somebody tell you or what's going on. You living in mirth, you enjoying yourself, is you going off, right? So it's time to wake out of sleep and come on in. It ain't time to be going places living in the mirth, especially if you know the truth. Especially if you come in the truth and then fall out. It's better to have not known than go off and go off and do your own thing and then try to come back. It's bad for you.
Yeah, precept, scripture.
God, this book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 14, reads, wherefore he said, awake, and thou sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light.
That's right. If you sleeping on the truth, you sleeping on the word, Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, you're gonna be in the dead. You need to wake up, come to life, so you'll be able to be saved at the end times.
I got a precept for what you said. This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, verse 20. For if after they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord and Savior, Yahawashi Hamashiach, and they are again entangled therein and overcome, the latter end is worse with them than the beginning.
There it is. You learning the truth, and then you going smack dead off. You already casting your own soul to hell. You already cast yourself to death, right? You once you start the faith, wake up in knowledge. You need to stay on that road, stay on that path, and keep going. Because when you fall out, man, you committing yourself to death.
Book of Proverbs 26:11. As a dog returneth to its vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly.
There it is. So you constantly going back to the vomit. You already showing the spirit is already on you now that you don't cast the spirit away. Right now you're going back to your vomit. What's the vomit? The folliness, smoking weed, smacking different type of broads, right? And then, I mean, you know what I'm saying? The woman, if the woman got a husband or a man, you still proceed and tap in. That's folly. You know, that's going back, going to that vomit, going back to them sins. And you want to stay far from the sin. You want to depart yourself from the sins and those who doing sins.
This book of Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation of the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
There it is. You want to put off the conversation of the so basically your thoughts, your old ways, your own thoughts, the old way you was walking. Okay, I was you was in a spirit of stealing and robbing and doing all that folly. You want to put off that and put on a new spirit, a new garment. You want to take off that filthy garment and put on that white garment.
And that you put on the new man, which after the Most High created in righteousness and true holiness.
And that's the way you get to the kingdom. You take off, you put on that new the new garment, that new spirit, so you'll be able to so he'll be able to deal with you. He'll be able to use you in these last days.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, Sirach, chapter 9, verse 12. Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember they shall not go unpunished unto their grave.
There it is. You partying, you not knowing, especially if you knowing the truth, you partying, going off, doing all kind of mischief and madness, it all in iniquity. Okay, he's gonna hold you accountable to that. You will catch that judgment. Okay, you want to stay in the spirit. You want to learn, get the knowledge, return to faith, and go wholeheartedly. And what it say? If you do something, do it with all that might. So you want to worship God. You want to worship with all your might. You want to do and be wholeheartedly in it.
This is Proverbs chapter 3, verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
There it is. You ain't got to follow the ways of the heathen. Walk the walk of the spirit. Walk. If you go back to the old path, because the heathen's going off. Why? Because they wasn't given the laws. The laws was given to Israel. The laws was given to you, Israelite, so-called black, so-called Latino, so-called Native Americans. You are holding accountable. So he's going to judge you because he's dealing with you. Oh, yeah, please bring it.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 9, verse 10. Whatsoever thy hand findeth to do, do it with thy might. But there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave whither thou goest.
And thou sayest that's when if you do something, you come in, you praising Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, do it with all your might. That way you will be rewarded, because he's not forget to for your works of your hard labor. Your time. So you want to continue doing that. You want to keep going in righteousness. So I mean, you want to continue walking upright and straight in the faith. You don't have to go off, man. You don't have to indulge yourself, because we in the last days. Especially right now, we in the times of what they bring in that jab. You know, the MOBT. So you want to make sure we stand straight and walking according to the scripture.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 43, verse 30. When ye glorify the Lord Yahweh, when ye glorify the Lord Yahweh, exalt him as much as ye can. For even yet will he far exceed, and when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength and be not weary. For ye can never go far enough.
There it is. You can never go far enough. So you wanna do it with all your might. No matter how far it goes, you wanna do it with all your might. No matter how it looks, how it appears to those on the outward, because he know your inwards. He see your spirit. He read it. So if you doing it diligently and faithful, and he will reward you. So
this is the book of Hebrews chapter 6 verse 10. For the Most High is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which ye have showed towards his name, and that ye have ministered to the saints and do minister.
Right, and that's what we out here doing. We minister to the saints, and we will be rewarded. Because when the end comes, we still gonna be announced as winners. Those the elect, hopefully we are part of the elect, Lord willing. I'm part of the elect. We are part of the elect because we doing it out here in the diligence. Right? We want to be saved. We want to be a part of the elect because the reward is great. So we want to continue to walk in that spirit and keep going. Right? Because it's easy right now to bug off. It's easy to right now to pick up a blunt, go pop some broad, some man broad. You know, it's easy to do all this wickedness, but it is hard when you come into the truth. And then when you learn it, it's really not that hard. It becomes a comfort to you, and you will want to do it happily.
From the book of Colossians 3 verse 12, put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Hamashiach forgave you, so also do ye.
And that's going to your brothers. When you have that spirit towards your brothers, you living like he gonna reward you in abundantly. Could you read that again? Now that was beautiful.
Now this book of Colossians 3 verse 12. Put on therefore as the elect of the Most High, holy and beloved, bowels of mercies, kindness, humbleness of mind, meekness, long suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another.
That's right.
If any man have a quarrel against any, even as Hamashiach forgave you, so also do ye.
God, and that's the long bearing of this. And also he went into having a quarrel with one another, forgiving one another. Certain things happen. You want to forgive your brothers. You want to make sure you don't offend the brothers. You want to make sure we walking together as one body, because in the end it's gonna be us. So you want to make sure we walk in one accord, and we being meek, humble, and sincere to one another.
The book of Mark, chapter 12, verse 29, reads, and Yahushua answered him, the first of all the commandments is here, O Israel. The Lord Yahweh, your power is one Lord, and thou shalt love the Lord Yahweh, their power, with all their heart, and with all their soul, and with all their mind, and with all their strength. This is the first commandment.
Loving Yahweh, there it is. Loving Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. You want to, and that's really going into keeping the commandments. Okay, you want to, how do you show your love to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua? By walking in His ways, keeping the commandments to the best of your ability, to make sure you do it. That's the showing of love, right? You want to make sure, and He will see that, right? And that'll make you get closer, because as you get with wisdom, you become with wisdom. How would I say it? With wisdom, Salaki, but it'll come back to me. But yeah, you want to make sure you walking in the ways of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Verse 31 says, And the second is like, namely this, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. There is none other commandment greater than this.
Gone. And that's the loving yourselves, loving your brothers as yourselves. And there's no other better commandment. You want to make sure you walk in that way. Also, when you get the wisdom of the scriptures, you want to get with all that understanding. You want to make sure you understand what's going on. You want to make sure you know the script, you know the commandments, right? You want to learn the commandments and do them the best you can.
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 9. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another.
That's right, and that's going into walking with your brother and affectionate one towards another, with a righteous brother, because I think in Sirach it says continuously be with a righteous man. So you wanna be with those who are walking righteous too. That's the ones you want to be affectionate to, because them the ones who the Most High is really dealing with and working through. So you wanna make sure you walk in accordance with them and showing them love.
That's right. This is 1 John chapter 4, verse 20. If a man say, I love the Most High, and hated his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he has seen, how can he love the Most High whom he has not seen?
Right, and that's going off faith. So if you love the Most High, you ain't seen him, but you want to be evil to your brothers, you going off. For he said that you will love your brother whom you see all the time. If you love the Most High, you love your brothers who you dealing with.
And this commandment have we from him, that he who loveth the Most High love his brother also.
That's right, Khan. So if you love the Most High, you got to keep walking. You got to keep loving your brothers. There's no way around it. You got to show that brotherly love to one another.
Book of Matthew 25, verse 40. And the king shall answer and say unto them, verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me.
So if I offend a brother, if I afflict a brother, it's just like I'm doing it to a Mashiach. Like I'm doing it to YAHAWASHI Bahasham YAHAWAH. I'm the Mashiach YAHAWAH. So I know if I offend one of you, I'm offending YAHAWASHI Bahasham YAHAWAH. So I want to make sure I'm doing it right.
Right. This is Mark chapter 9, verse 32. It's like 42. And whosoever shall offend one of these little ones that believe in me, it is better for him that a millstone were hanged from about his neck and were cast into the sea.
Your ass, and that's drown, horrible death, suffocation. It's just like that. When you offend your brother, it's just as if you would rather go ahead and tie yourself to a millstone and go in the water and drown yourself. It's coming to that. Oh, Shalom, we back on. We had to relocate. There's a lot of noise going on, so we got it. But
this is the book of Sirach, chapter 37, verse 12. But be continually with a godly man, whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord Yahweh, whose mind is according to thy mind, and will sorrow with thee if thou shalt miscarry.
Right, and that's going into iron sharpen iron. The brothers go sharpen each other up. If one fall, the other one will lift each other up. That's why two is better than one. One fall, one help each other up. Okay, that's what that's going into. That's how you want to be. You want to continuously be with the men of the Most High YAHAWASHI Bahasham YAHAWAH. That way you can stay sharp and that'll help you put on the armor. Basically, y'all sharpen each other up, putting on the armor so y'all could withstand the whams of the devil, because the devil is coming. And who is the devil? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Yeah, he's the devil. So y'all got that coming. You want to come back to YAHAWASHI Bahasham YAHAWAH.
This is Philippians chapter 2, verse 2. Fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind.
One mind, there it is. One mind, one body, under the same accord. Now we know that we can't link up with somebody who ain't bringing in the truth, who going off, bringing in all kind of different strange doctrines. Okay, if you ain't talking about Yahawah bahasham, you ain't calling on the name Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi, ain't no accord with you. We cannot be on the same accord.
The two walk together except they be agreed.
There it is. That's it. Can two walk together except they be agreed? If I can't agree with you on this, then we can't walk together.
That's why they said, love your brother. What was he really talking about? Who's your brother?
Yeah.
Those that do the will of the Most High. Like the brother just mentioned, can two walk together except they be agreed? You're preaching a whole different Hamashiach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You really ain't a brother.
That's right,
You know what I'm saying? We'll catch you in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Because at that point, we're going to really be in one accord, one mind.
Yeah.
Because the scripture I just brought out, he said, fulfill ye my joy, that you be in one mind, one
That's
accord.
right. That's
Saying
right.
the same thing.
Yeah.
That's what pleases the Most High, not division. But we're supposed to mark those that try to cause division.
That's
They
right,
try to preach a whole different doctrine.
Mm-hmm.
Bring this out real quick. This is Hebrews chapter 13, verse 1. Let brotherly love continue.
Let brotherly love continue amongst each other. So we and that way we'll make the walk easier. Once the brotherly love continue on and on, we'll make the walk easier and sharpen each other up so we can withstand the whelms of the devil, which is coming. Which we know is coming. It's already here. Things is happening already, so we know that the time is near. The time is short.
Book of 1 Peter, chapter 1, verse 22. Seeing ye have purified your souls in obeying the truth through the Spirit unto unflinched love of the brethren, see that ye love one another with a pure heart fervently.
That's it. So if I'm, in order for you to really love the brother, you have to come back wholeheartedly to the truth to show the brotherly love, to be able to love each other. You want to be able to, that way you will know how to love each other. How would you know? Is by reading. With reading, you become knowledgeable on how to love and conduct yourself with brothers. So always be in that mind state. For me, for the brothers, I'm sure we always in bonding in our mind and our thoughts of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. When I wake up, I'm thinking of the kingdom. I'm thinking of Yahawah bahasham Yahawashi. I'm praising them, giving them thanks all throughout the day, even when I go to sleep. Right? Okay.
I got something.
Oh, yes, please, the water. Yes.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 18, reads, "They shall not avenge their brother bear any grudges against the children of the people." I'll read it again.
Okay.
They shall not avenge bear any grudges against the children of their people, but they shall love their neighbor as themselves. I am the Lord Yahweh.
There it is, and that's going into forgive me, your brother. What Yahawashi say? If your brother offend you 7 times, you what is it? You offend you, forgive him 7 times, 7,000 times. Yeah.
Brother brought that up. He said that when you trespass, when your neighbor trespass, if you repent, you're supposed to forgive him.
You're supposed to forgive him. Always.
Right.
And your brother and your neighbor isn't a fucking heathen, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking about
That's
that
right,
earlier
John.
when a dude talking about, you know what I'm saying, well, Edom is, Esau's our brother, right? Jacob's brother, he ain't talking about it.
That's right, that's right.
He said, of
Beautiful.
thy people, man.
Yeah.
Of thy people.
Yeah.
Just like in Jeremiah, right before they got taken down by the Babylonians, the Lord told them to let their servants go. You know what I'm saying? Let them go because there was of their people. You know what I'm saying? And not just saying anybody. You know what I'm saying? He said, let the servants of your people go because it's a difference between the stranger and a brother. You know?
Yeah. That's right. And we know the heathens ain't our brothers. That's why he separate us. That's why he dealing with us. So we, the Israelites, that's what we talking about. Those are brothers.
I had that precept that you called for.
Gone.
2 is better than 1.
Oh, beautiful.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 9. 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow.
If I'm going off, if I'm doing something, my brother supposed to rebuke me to uplift me. So he's saving me. That's part of the two walking, two being together and helping each other lift each other up.
But woe to him that is alone when he falleth.
There it is. You ain't got nobody to help you up. So you studying your iniquity. You stuck.
for he have not another to help him up.
There it is. So what you gotta do? You gotta come in the truth and be a righteous brother towards the others.
Especially if you're alone, you just gotta be that much more into your books, because
That's
it says a
true,
wise
too.
man knoweth when he's slipping.
That's right.
So you gotta be that much more into into YAHAWASHI
Mm-hmm. And that comes with you wanna pray and fast. If you going off, you wanna pray and fast. You wanna continue in that prayer. Go ahead,
Book of Matthew 12 and verse 48. But he answered, like I read. Then one said on the, like verse 47. Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But he answered and said unto him that told him, Who is my mother, and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples, and he said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother.
There it is. Now, and physically we are my mother and my father, of course. But as far as YAHAWASHI Thawadah, those who are my family is those who are of the faith. Because my mama and my father could be wicked as hell. So they the flesh, yeah, that's for you, but spiritually, my family is my brothers. Those who walking in the spirit, who walking in the faith.
And I was gonna say, because the brother had mentioned, hey, your brother's gonna be the ones for thy people. The Most High made a difference between us and all the other nations. We are holy people, right?
That's right.
So you can't try to say brotherly love is with all Shem.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
right.
Because brotherly love is really only the 12 tribes.
That's right,
You know what I'm saying? Most High dealt with us, so that's who we show love to, because that's who the Most High dealt with. So you offended somebody that he loves, it's only gonna be from one of the 12.
That's right.
Okay?
I was gonna say, to add that, it was a point in time when we treated the Gentiles differently, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was a point in time when we didn't even want to be dealing with motherfuckers that didn't, wasn't, wholeheartedly, circumcised, man.
That's right.
So how much more? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, because we was racist.
God.
The Most High was racist.
God.
So when has life changed so much that now we gotta love these people?
Right,
So,
man.
come on, man.
Right.
Because all these nations, they be for their people.
Yeah,
Hey, if
yeah.
it comes down to helping anybody, they gonna help their people way before they help us.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, Amalekites, what they do, they don't even charge each other interest. But all of us, they gonna charge up the ass.
That's right.
And honestly, they're not wrong for that, bro.
Right.
So what the fuck is wrong with us, man?
Yeah.
Man, nobody can do some death proof, man.
They gonna be their own people.
Right,
That's the best.
yeah.
Fresh shit. They gonna feed us some shit that's weeks old.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? Bring this out real quick. This is 2 Samuel chapter 7, verse 23. And what one nation in the earth is like thy people, even like Israel, whom the Most High went to redeem for a people to himself, and to make him a name, and to do for you great things and terrible for thy land, before thy people, which thou redeemest to thee from Egypt, from the nations and their gods.
There it is. So he chose you, Israel. You so-called black, so-called Native Americans, so-called Latinos. He chose you out of all people. So he's dealing with us. He made you the strongest, the best at everything. Right? So he's letting you know that he's dealing with you.
For thou hast confirmed to thyself thy people Israel to be a people unto thee forever, and thou Yahweh are become their power.
And that's forever. So we dealing with the curses and all that. Once you learn who you are, you should come back wholeheartily to this.
You're supposed
happily.
Because what he say, he and his mind goes straight when he come back 10 times more.
Come on, that's
So you're
right.
supposed to be running. You ain't supposed to be dragging your feet.
Yeah,
No, you're supposed to be running back to the Lord, doing everything you can.
Yeah.
Calling brothers, hey brothers, what could I do to improve?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
What
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just shows where you at with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How much you're willing to go. You feel me? Because like the brother brought out earlier, you can never go far enough.
That's right.
We'll bring this out. This is Sirach chapter 17, verse 17. For in the division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people. But Israel is Yahweh's portion.
Yeah, we is his portion.
Belong to him.
We belong to him. So he is our head. He is of course Yahweh, and then it comes to YAHAWASHI, and then us. That's the order. But he's been dealing with us from the beginnings of time. So you.
It's like what the scriptures say, he's not a man that he should change.
Change not. That's
it's
right.
like he changed not, and he's not a man that he should lie.
That's right.
So he dealt with us at the beginning. That's why when you read Revelation, it says salvation is for us.
That's right.
He was the patience of the saints.
Yeah.
He's the saints Israelite.
That's right.
So you think he changed? No, he did. The Gentiles he was referring to in the New Testament is Israelites.
That's it.
Israelites.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's it. And that's who he was dealing with, the Israelites.
Yeah, man, please. The Most High will kill for you, man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right before, I was going to say that. He did it for
Look
the
what he
Egyptians.
did to the Egyptians. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta do it again, bro.
Exodus part 2.
Right,
That's
bro.
right.
He's literally about to bomb. He's about to nuke the fuck out of everybody, bro.
That's right.
And
That's
slide you right into the kingdom, man. He's about to fight for you, man.
Right.
Yup.
That's right, man. And brothers, we're witnessing our enemy's downfall, man. We're witnessing, we've seen it with our own eyes, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing. You know, that's why we cry to the Lord to protect our power. And look what happened, man. All these enemies are falling down.
Because we was going off with the heathens. We was following the custom of the heathens. So he dealing with us. He punishing us.
Yeah.
But knowing the reward at the end is beautiful, man. I don't know how I wouldn't go and choose and humble myself and get back to this.
Right.
Knowing what's gonna happen in the end, you should be running, sprinting to this, man.
I was going to say too, it's in the scriptures too, when he said that what pleases a man is to see the destruction of man.
Right. That's right.
So that's a blessing, you being alive to see it all happen.
That's right.
Not only you being alive to see it all happen, but you're going to see how the Most High is actually a man of his word.
That's right.
That when all hell breaks loose, when the famine kicks off, you're going to be eating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're going to have Isaiah 4:1 going to kick off.
That's right.
All kinds of things is going to kick off. You're going to be taken care of.
But then the Lord said, only with thine eyes shall I behold the destruction, the downfall of the leaders of my life.
It says the 9 things in my heart that makes a man happy.
Yeah.
For the children, you
That's
play
right.
with go home, and the enemy's downfall when the enemies got destroyed. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the 9 things that please the man. That's right. You know,
This is Psalm chapter 37, verse 34. Wait on Yahweh and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see. You know? So we're talking about the righteous man.
Right.
You know, if you wait on the Most High and you keep his ways, who's going to do that? The righteous man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what he's going to give you the land. And when the wicked is cut off, you're going to be able to see with your own 2 eyes. That's like a reward.
Yeah.
I got a precept for you, right? This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 5, verse 6. Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of the Most High, that he may exalt you in due time.
That's right. So you gotta
Well, no. Well, because it's a dreadful things to fall in the hands of the Most High, Yahweh.
It's a fearful thing.
Fearful, Salaki. Gone. The water, Salaki.
Bring this on real quick, Salaki. This is Psalm chapter 58, verse 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man may say, so that a man shall say, verily there is a reward for the righteous. Verily he is a power that judges in the earth.
And he's known by the judgment that he keepeth, man. Execute the water, executeth, man. The Lord is known by the judgment that he executes. That's why they called him, Alisaja, right?
That's right.
Demon-like power, man.
This is Psalms chapter 9, verse 16. Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hand.
Because that's why all this is about to. It has to happen like this, so the earth knows to exalt the name of the Lord through His Son, man. All of this is gonna happen. Nukes, famine, pestilence, anarchy. All this shit is gonna happen. So everybody knows that nobody did this, nobody orchestrated this, but the Lord Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI, man.
That's right.
This book of Psalms 91 and verse 8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Only with our eyes thou shalt see the reward. Man, that's a reward. Man.
That's a reward, huh?
Say all these people that been kicking you while you was in the flow in the Most High actually, you know, coming through with His word. That's a reward, man. Because why? Because you live by faith. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't see the Most High, but you things that he does is real because he spoke on it. He feared him, he kept his laws, testimonies, and what he's always coming through.
That's right.
So that's a reward in the end of the day.
That's right.
Book of Jeremiah 2 verse 3. Israel was holiness unto the Lord Yahawah, and the first fruit of his increase. All that devour him shall offend. Evil shall come upon them, said the Lord Yahawah. It's all the ones that offended the Israelites, man. What? Evil's gonna come upon them, man. You know what I'm saying? So everyone that prayed against us, you know what I'm saying? That took over, that want to rule over us with wickedness. But the Most High got something special for y'all, man. And what's that? Destruction. You know what I'm saying? Fire, bloodshed, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys shed our bloodshed. Now your bloodshed, like you said, man. That's gonna be the big prince. That's the big prince that we're looking for, man. That's
right,
the reparation that we're looking for, man. We don't want your money, man. We want your blood, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Most High,
be cleansed.
yep, that's how it's gonna get cleansed. What we gonna wash our feet in that blood.
That's right.
This is Zechariah. We read this the other day. This is Zechariah chapter 12, verse 9. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all the nations that come against Jerusalem.
There you go.
There you go.
Man, see that? Most High will kill you, man. Will kill you. You know what I'm saying? He will destroy all these nations that fought against Jerusalem.
That's right.
So man, that's a
No. I had a picture, but I didn't have one.
you know, I hold mine, but you go ahead. Yeah.
I didn't even
Oh no, you good. You good. Yeah, so there you go. So the Most High will kill for you, man. You see, all we gotta do is pray to the Lord, YAHAWASHI Thawadah, you know, and put Christians on our enemies. And look what's happening. All the blood is going on.
Was that Elijah or Elias when he sent fire?
Yeah, Elijah. Yeah, Elijah.
Remember he was in a tree and then it was like 300 soldiers came by and he sent a fire from the
Fire from the sky.
from the heavens, right?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
like you said, the Most High will fight you.
Yeah.
And that was the Most High that sent the fire.
Yeah.
Elijah did a curse.
Yeah. Man, shoot.
They came, what, 3 times? The third time, it was like,
Yeah, he was on the tree. I thought he was on the mountain. Like, he went up to a mountain and he was just sitting there.
Okay.
And then it started to rain and shit. Yeah.
You sent the summer. I thought he was in the creek in the mountain. You know what I'm saying?
Done.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He sent them fire from the
Hey,
Right.
Most High will send an angel, you know what I'm saying, slay all the, you know what I'm saying, Syrians, you know, thousands of troops, just one angel. So see that? So the Most High will got you, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's more of us and more of them.
And the Most High be for you, he could be against you.
That's it.
I'm sorry. Come. The book of Psalms, chapter 68, verse 20. He that is your power, it's a power of salvation. And unto the Most High, the Lord Yahawah, belong the issues from death.
There it is.
So when people die, who do you think is doing it? The Most High.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He's a power of salvation. So if he want to say somebody, he's going to come through him.
That's
And
right.
if he want to kill somebody, he gave the okay.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So all these nations is going to die is because the Most High approved it. All because they was going after the apple of his eye. He said, he that touches you touches the apple of his eye.
That's what he
And
said.
if you're dealing with the Heavenly Father's property, man, what are you going to, just like how you would. Somebody pick up your back, you going to fire on him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the Most High. You picked up the apple, try to just throw it on the floor like you know what I'm saying, like it's trash. The Most High gonna kill your ass.
Yeah.
That's right, man. And so it's a scary thing. It's a scary thing to fall the power in his hand. Because you never know, these men up here, what is the Most High doing? So I don't want, that's why it's so important. You don't want to touch these brothers' power, man. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do that, guess what? The Most High will jack your ass up. You know what I mean? It's like, man, why am I getting hit, man? Because you offended one's little ones, man. You know what I'm saying? So hey, man, so the issue of death, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's the belongs to the Most High, you know?
This is 1 Chronicles 16, verse 22. Same touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm.
Man, you see that? Hey, man, you think about whatever you're thinking, or you might just end it physical do a harm to you. Guess what, man? Most High's gonna jack you up 5 times, 10 times worse into the men of the Lord.
100-fold.
Honeyfold.
Woo! Hey, man, Most High, hey, you see that? You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to touch, you know what I'm saying? You want to back up, man. You know, so whoever's out there trying to harm the men of the Lord, man, better back up, watch out. Because, you know, since we pray to the Lord, YAHAWASHI Thawadah, and we put these curses on our enemies, man, especially the wicked, too. You know what I'm saying? And
The book of Psalms 118 verse 10. All nations compass me about, but in the name of the Lord Yahawah will I destroy them. They compass me about, they compass me about, but in the name of the Lord Yahawah I will destroy them.
man, in the name.
Hey, King David was, hey,
That's right.
hey, I can see somebody calling him crazy, bro, because he had that much faith in the Lord Yahawah, man. You just looking at him like, damn, like, you really believe, man. Like, you really just know, like, your Savior is, like, you know, right there fighting for you at all times, bro. Like,
Well, the Most High came through a lot of times, though.
God.
The Most High kept his word. Shit, just with Goliath alone, bro. You had to deal with something like that. The Most High was with you. Like, man, this is a real power.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a mighty warrior, bro. Yeah. And he always done had the ups, man. All he had was at some point in time was YAHAWASHI Thawadah.
Well, that's it says on the 6th verse. It said, "The Lord is on my side. I will not fear what man that belongs to me." So King David, you already know the Lord's on the side. He believes he actually feels the Lord on the side. So therefore, when man come back, when nations come past him, he ain't afraid because the Most High, you already know through the Most High, they can't touch him.
That's right.
The Most High not gonna allow King David to be touched. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you have to faith in him. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna continue going. Verse 12. They compass me about like bees. They are quenched as a fire of thorns. For in the name of the Lord Yahawah, I will destroy them.
That's right.
So you said, brother, that don't really need no breakdown. He said in the name of YAHAWASHI Thawadah to destroy all these things. That's what we're doing. That's what the kingdom starts with us. And what he said is the kingdom's not a work of the power, so everything that we're speaking is actually going to manifest, and you're going to feel that shit in when the most hey, the vision's yet from the 40 times. We're actually speaking to existence because it's actually going to come.
That's right,
This is
God.
what the Most High wants us to do, lift up that banner upon the mountain.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When they cry loud, spare not. No matter how you feel, what you think, you believe it or not, we're going to come out here and speak the truth.
That's right.
Because we believe in ourselves. You know what he's capable of.
And we making no, I was just saying we making our bodies a living sacrifice for this. Because we know that we war. We know that he's a man of his word. Yeah, that we're gonna do it.
And he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
Come on, there it is.
Yeah, that's right. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Look what the Most High did put a front office, man. Joe Biden. Everybody's laughing at his ass, man. Like this dude, he don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, every 2-3 seconds he forget what it is. You know what I'm saying? You don't got one of those screens. And
Right. He can't see it. His old ass can't see that far, so he's really going on.
Yeah.
They probably got it playing in slow mo.
Look at the Most High brought that. Here's your king. You know what I'm saying? Here y'all go.
Hey, he put he set up the bases of men.
Yeah.
He's a base man.
That's right.
Like real base head too.
Yeah. So those are the curses that's Most High put on our enemies, man.
That's right, huh?
See, hey, I'd be embarrassed if I go out there in front of that and I do whatever he's doing. I'm like, oh shit, man. I'm fucking good. You know what I mean?
You don't even know what.
I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, you
He
don't
having the time of his life every day.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I'm the president? Fuck!
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's laughing at the United States, man. So that Most High lifting that skirt up, man, and see what's happening here in America. You know what I'm saying? So today, man, the leader of the free world, hey, everybody's scoffing at this dude, man. Everybody around the world, man, is scoffing. It's a joke.
Hey, because they was laughing with Trump, but they knew better than to fuck with Trump the other way. With him, they really laughed.
Oh, they
was like, is this the man that made the whole earth temple?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, man, look at Trump. And y'all forcing this, y'all worried about this when war can kick off at any moment.
That's right.
That's why it's all the Most High.
Yeah.
Because while you worried about us, you try to vaccinate us, what's gonna happen? They're gonna try to start war with you. You're gonna have all hands on deck.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be short-staffed everywhere else where it's needed.
Yeah.
That's right,
They're gonna take advantage of your weak.
Yeah. And they said that he's not fit for the office. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he can't fit. His health is all messed up.
They can't even drive a car. You saw him falling down the stairs going up there.
Yeah.
He could barely breathe. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think he knows the shit that be coming out his mouth.
Right.
He
Oh
was
my
worse than
goodness.
Trump.
Yeah, way worse.
It is what it is. And the Most High got a sense of humor. That's how you know the Most High, you know what I'm saying? He's well balanced. He got a sense of humor because now he's being revealed.
That's right.
Like the brother was saying. You know what I'm saying?
That's right,
This is the book of Luke, chapter 10, verse 24. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which ye see and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear and have not heard them. So yeah, man, we in these times where we actually about to see the downfall of our enemy, man. We actually get to hear the doom and gloom coming to this earth, man.
That's
for
right.
them, you know. We get to hear about the beginning of of our world, man, of our everlasting kingdom coming. being hucking in, man.
That's right,
Which is a beautiful thing, man.
It is.
And it's a process. You know, year by year, you know what I'm saying? Years of our enemies falling down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can't get back up, man. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Babylon's falling. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, she can't rise up. You know what I'm saying? With the nuclear
Okay, this is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Pound for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies.
That's right. So the sins, what I was gonna say, the iniquities here reached up to the heavens. And what's the wickedness here? What's the iniquities? Homosexuality running rampant. Man on man, woman on woman, woman on beasts. You know, man on beasts. The wickedness is run rampant towards it's time. He's gonna stand up and the angels go stand up and it's gonna happen. It's time the time for war.
That's right. This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and it's become the habitation of devils, and of the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Man, that's heavy. All of them is here. Everything for every kingdom that exists, it's all here spiritually in America. It's here in America. This is spiritual Babylon, Sodom, Egypt. All the wickedness that was happening there is happening in this time. So it's gonna be a recompense. All the nations that's here is gonna get devoured with that fire, and those elect is gonna be saved out of it.
I'm gonna drop down to verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues.
There it is, Israel. We calling out to you. There it is, Israel. We calling back to you. That's what we out here to do. We want to separate you from this nation so you won't catch that judgment.
For her sins has reached unto heaven, and the Most High has remembered her iniquity.
And it ain't gonna be forgotten. And he coming. He gonna show his wrath.
It's like I was gonna say, because to the Most High, 1,000 years, 1,000 years to us is a day with the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
That's why. How's he gonna forget?
Yeah.
Man, you got jumped. You got robbed yesterday. You don't forget.
Yeah.
Hell no. You at the house.
Man.
You at the house. You like, man, I took your L. You know what I'm saying? The Most High ain't gonna forget, man.
No, he ain't gonna forget. That wrath is
He's
coming.
the sharpest tool in the shed, man.
That's right.
Not to compare him to that, but you know, the Most High is sharp, man.
Yeah.
He is the shit.
Hey, his eyes is 10,000 times brighter than the sun. He don't miss a beat, man.
That's right.
He's way ahead of you. You know what I'm saying? He's way ahead.
Hey, you know you play chess, you trying to do that three-step chess.
Yeah.
He's looking at you like, nigga, I ain't better than you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? He's stopping you.
Yeah.
I taught you everything you know, not everything I know.
Right.
We say your ways are not my ways.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, preach on. Book of Jeremiah 51 verse 6. Flee out the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. For this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. The Lord Yahawah's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
How do you flee, man? You flee spiritually,
That's
man.
right, huh?
You flee through this, man. You flee by sanctifying yourself through the word, man.
That's right.
So like I was going to say, because you shall know the truth shall make you free. So this is what he said to the church.
Beautiful.
This is how you flee. This is how you get set free.
That's right.
Yeah, you're not gonna leave this place to get beaten up. You can't flee America.
You can't, bro. You can't even get a fucking passport no more, bro.
Yeah. There you go. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they said all the action's gonna be here. Shit, the people in Jerusalem, they kicking them out if they ain't the Amalekite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, where you gonna go?
Right.
The Africans don't want you. Nobody wants you.
Oh,
You
hell
listen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And plus, if you're Israelite, you're in the sheep, man. You want to stay here so you can be able to see. You want to see
Don't
all
you want to
this.
see it?
Yeah, I want to see the Lord to come. I want to see the Lord. I want to see the Lord. You know, I want to see all that.
Yeah, I remember I said that, man. Like, before he destroyed this place, I had to see this. Like, I want to see this.
Yeah, that's gonna be beautiful.
I was gonna say it's like taking you want that adrenaline rush.
Right.
You want to see them us, hey, because why? Because we're gonna scare some people.
Yeah.
That's the general. We're gonna have that faith.
You want that experience, man.
Yeah.
You don't want, you tired of hearing about shit, bro. You tired of reading about shit, bro.
Right.
You want to experience it, man.
Right.
You want to be there, man. Even though we've been there, we are those men, you know.
Right.
But come on, man.
Hey, YAHAWASHI, you coming to Babylon, man?
I was about to say, I was just gonna, if you don't mind,
Go ahead.
because he said this is the place you're gonna get redeemed at. If
Yeah.
you go in another place, you're just gonna be the remnant, and you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see, you gonna get saved, but you ain't gonna see it. All right.
And where you at, it's not going to get destroyed like Babylon.
That's right.
And you want to see your enemies get stomped out. That's what's gonna happen. You want to see their ass get stomped out.
Yeah.
And that's like you called your big brother to the
Right.
right. Like
Yeah.
then you see your brother
Whooping them, that's beautiful. That's right.
Yeah, and then Big Bro so righteous, he going to let you get your hits in, man.
Come in.
Yeah. He going to blow you up real quick. You going to come down and get your
That's
hits
right.
in, man.
Taking that rider on to swag.
This is Micah chapter 4, verse 10. Be in pain and labor to bring forth, O daughter of Zion, like a woman in travail. For now shalt thou go forth out of the city, and thou shalt dwell in the field. Meaning slavery, right?
That's right.
You shall leave your city and go into slavery. That thou shalt even go to Babylon, spiritual Babylon, right? There shalt thou be delivered. There Yahweh shall redeem thee from the hand of thy enemies. Wouldn't you want to be there?
Right.
You gonna be able to see it? Come on,
The
man.
Lord gonna be there, man.
You know what I'm saying? So how you gonna try to put people? I'm gonna take that first trip out of you. No, man, you talking about be set free with the truth.
That's right.
Knowing that now you gotta serve the Most High harder than you ever thought. Because now that you came back, seek Him 10 times more.
That's it.
No, you good, brother. Go ahead.
So yeah, man. Hey, this is where the action is at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The Lord said, who's that comes from Edom when God comes from Babylon?
And that's just like you go to a main event. You go to a party, you want to go where it's cranking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't just going where it's just 2 people. You want to go where it's crowded.
That's
where it's
right.
crowded.
Jail, man. You don't want to be fucking PC'd up, bro. You
Yeah.
want to be in general population, bro.
That's right.
You want to be where everybody at. You want to see your partners at. You don't want to be there with a whole bunch of rapists and homosexuals.
Right. 6 feet up.
You want to be involved. You want to be involved in the action. That's why we out here, man. We forefront, man, to what's getting ready to happen, man. You don't want to be running in the end of the battle like where they at, where they at. No, we want to be a part of that battle.
That's right,
This is a spiritual fight right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you gotta be able to trust your brothers and know that your brothers is one accord.
That's right.
Now you're gonna rebuke that brother, make sure you get right.
That's
And
it.
now you know who he is.
Yo.
You know what part of the fight he's gonna be at. He's gonna be over there when they're getting burnt at. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You know? Hey, we here to the very end, man, Lord's will. Right? Because that's how you get saved, man. Most High didn't say flee from where you at and go hide. Even though a wise man gonna hide himself, we gonna hide himself from the upwards of people.
That's right.
But we ain't gonna hide from Babylon.
Right.
But this is what it's like.
Yeah.
I bring out Isaiah 3, verse 1. Isaiah 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom, with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness mighty to save. What's that talking about? Read it again. Who's this that coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? What's that talking about? That's talking about our Lord and Savior, YAHAWASHI, man. He's gonna be in Edom. What he said, he's gonna have dyed garments.
That's right.
What is we die with the bloodshed of these nations, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right. I was just saying, okay, I'll bring this out whenever you're done. Okay.
This that is glorious in its apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness mighty to save. So the point was that I'm proving that YAHAWASHI is gonna be here in Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? Actually getting down on these nations, man. So bad that it's been blood all over his garments. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they said the righteous shall wash their feet in the blood of the enemy.
That's
We shall
right.
see the vengeance, and we shall wash our blood, the blood with our feet.
That's right.
Meaning we're not gonna sit there in this book. We're gonna be dancing.
Yeah.
We're gonna be walking through all this shit, seeing how motherfuckers dying, man. Right? This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. That's why we out here, man. We're living by our faith, knowing that this is where it's gonna be at, and we want to be fighting that good fight of faith.
That's right.
You don't want to be hiding. You don't want to be ashamed of the Lord. This way, He's gonna be ashamed of us.
Yeah, that's right.
You ashamed of us, you pretty much denying Him.
Yeah.
Talking about I'll deal with you later.
Yeah.
Most I don't want nobody like that, man.
That's right.
That's why you're not gonna want none of these people that try to come to him in their time of affliction.
He said, I tell you that many shall strive to that straight gate, but they cannot enter.
Yeah, that's right.
People try to enter, but they can't because they didn't put in that work. Because their spirit in them is actually to be seen. They're trying to manipulate.
That's
that
right.
That ain't gonna work with the Most High. That can work with man. You come to you in the last, like, I just found it. Come on, man. He said that the gospel shall be preached throughout the whole world. And the end shall come. So you know that you got.
You said what you say?
That the gospel shall be preached throughout the whole earth, and then the end shall come.
That's
so
right.
you ain't gonna be able to try to finesse in the end, talking about, well, I just found. No, the end is here because the gospel is preached.
That's right.
You heard it, but you didn't heart it.
That's right. Now you good, brother. That's what happened in Sydney, man. They had all Israelites in Sydney. Y'all know the word, as the brother just said, the gospel preached to all four corners of the earth. So you had your chance. You had your chance, man, to hear the word and hearken to the Lord. And hey, man, don't make haste, man. I mean, you gotta make haste on it. You know what I mean? You gotta get on it when you hear the word. That's it. That should be like, oh man, I gotta get on it right now because it could happen tomorrow, or next day, or next minute. You know? But hey, guess what? It's lockdown. Oh shit, man, the only can't come out. No prophets over there can't come out with the word no more. Now they're on lockdown.
Well, the Most High said too that this is how you know that the Most High is working with men. When he give you that dumb spirit, you know what I'm saying? He gonna cleave your tongue to the roof of your mouth. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know that everything's been preached and you don't want it to just been being passed out.
That's right.
The Most High do the truth, man. It ain't up to us. And you trying to run to us like we can save you. Hey, the Most High ain't with you, man. Hey, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? You should have worked out your own salvation.
That's right, Con. That's right.
Say even though we are here for each other, we are here for the Most High, but really we are out here to work out our own salvation. Just because a brother fall out, does that mean you're gonna fall out as well? No. You trying to strive to the end, man. You gotta fight for what you want, man. Nothing is fully given.
If somebody fall out, you're not a brother.
Really, for real, because when you denied the Most High, you denied.
Oh,
come on,
man, that's
He's your
right.
father. He told you to do something, man. Go ahead and do that.
That's right.
Handle business, man. Go handle that. You don't ask for much. That's the crazy thing about it, man. The Most High don't ask for much. He asks for bare minimum. And once you start doing it, you get used to it. You know, it ain't foreign no more. It's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now you thinking of ways to do even more. You know what I'm saying? Because you love the Most High. That shows. You know what I'm saying? You know who's who, man, from the way people act. Man.
Okay, you fall out too. That means you was one of those sheep that crept in unaware.
That's right.
You crept into the wrong sheepfold. You know what I'm saying? You went the wrong. You supposed to be over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it didn't go your way. Now you want that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You was
Or it
never.
could be the Lord just hating you, bro. Because he knows there's many stripes if you come in and fall out. So it could be the Lord like make
Set
one,
you up.
set you up for the worst
Just
way.
to get skilled out.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 20, reads, "Come, my people, enter thou into the chambers, and shut their doors about thee, hid themselves as it were for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. For behold, the Lord Yahawah cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity."
You know, and that didn't even happen yet. You know what I'm saying? When these new messages come, they come in literal angels come and say, "Come up hither." You know what I'm saying? And hide thyself. From what? What do we hide ourselves from, man? From the nuclear missiles, man. We're gonna get beamed up and we're gonna hide in them chariots, man. You know what I'm saying? Away from these other niggas that's about to get ready to die, man. You know what I'm saying? Little angels.
Yeah, that's right, brother. The earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain.
That's right. I mean, this place is gonna be totally just done. It's gonna be totally dismantled, destroyed. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna destroy. It's gonna be destroyed, and it's gonna be no more. You know what I'm saying?
So that's why we're going into it. Hey, man, you see the chariots, but we're gonna be scared to see the slaves. You know what I'm saying? You know, so we're gonna get beamed up. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing. You know, we're part of that number. You know, and he said, "Coming here for a little moment." You don't want to see what I'm about to do with this place. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be terrifying. You know what I mean? And we're gonna be scared just by looking at them. So we're scared by hearing the word. We're scared.
Why? Because you feel like, man, now it's not too late. And you heard of all the destruction. You heard of people getting put to death. 2/3 of Israel. You like, man, not that 2/3.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And brothers to fight for it.
That's right, man.
Like, you gotta fight. Nowadays, you gotta fight, man. But nowadays, people don't know how to fight. You know, everybody just want to lay down and just take it. Man, come on, man. You gotta fight for what you want, man. Gird up thy loins like a man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a man, but Most High gotta make you a man. You know what I'm saying? First, he has to break it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through some things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It was simple. You can break it down, you can make you stronger. You
Make you stronger. New things.
But every time he gotta do that.
Well, YAHAWASHI said that, right? He said you're going to break down this temple that was made in 40 years, you're going to build it up in 3 days. What temple was he talking about? He was talking about you. He said, give me 3 days with this man, I guarantee. And 3 just representing complete relief. And he said, give me 3 days with this man, I guarantee you're going to be found, you're going to believe.
Yeah.
Well, shit, what's it? Matthew, Simon, Peter, and Andrew, what they heard the word, and they straight followed you. It don't take much. Hey, we heard 2 3 verses, we like, man, we in.
That's right.
So even though we was only believers, but not to this extent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because everything we learned before this is a lot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The name, the laws, shit like, come on, right?
You had you had an affinity towards it.
Right.
Run there.
Right. Yeah, so, and you know what I'm saying? You heard the prophecy. The prophecy, the Lord's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? He came, man, say, you know, he dropped it, whatever they dropped, and follow him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we heard this is a prophecy. Hey, the Most High's coming. We gotta get, you know what I'm saying? We drop everything. Hey.
I was going to say, too, it's so beautiful, though. We fulfilling prophecy. Standing in great boldness. You know what I'm saying? In the land of captivity, we shall remember ourselves. We shall rehearse the righteous acts. And he said, the true worshipers shall worship me in spirit and in truth. Come on, huh? So when you start putting 2 and 2 together, man, we must be the people. Because the spirit is prophecy. So it's like, man, it gives you the, you know what I'm saying? It gives you goosebumps and stuff. Like, man, I really
It's gonna be crazy when you realize, when you found out who you really was. Like,
Right.
damn, I was
fucking up.
Yeah, oh, man.
Before you got in the truth, like, I was this man and I was right there. I got in this, like, I was Most High actually, you know what I'm saying?
Got the right. This is, for him for us to go through what we go through, it was right for him to treat us that way, to do us that way. And I mean, because we are like his children, like a father deal with his child, he correct them to make them better. So that's what he was doing. He was correcting. He didn't do away with us. He always deal with it, like we just said, deal with us forever. So he was just correcting.
it was all for our good anyway, anything we went through, any type of situation we was brought into, it was all for our good, man.
To get you right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what he knew that's what it was gonna take.
Right.
He knew that's exactly what it's gonna take because what? He called it. That we was a stiff-necked, rebellious, gang-same people. We would have never went through the things we went through, we would have never been standing right here right now. So that's what it took for us to get here. So hey, the Most High don't make mistakes, and the Most High is a merciful God.
Merciful.
You know? Bring this out. This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 13. But he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father has not planted shall be rooted up. So, hey, if this wasn't for you, you wouldn't be here, man. You would have lasted a week or 2. You probably would have lasted a year, but you're not going to last to the end if you're not of the heavenly Father.
Right on.
You know? So, hey, man, you got to think about that, man. You better, give diligence to make your call.
Make sure, God, that's my.
Because that's what a spiritual man would do.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what a servant of the Most High would do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Put yourself in that position. You know, because the Most High, we bring it out all the time. He ain't unrighteous for this or works of labor love. So if you're doing that, guess what? It's because that's where you wanted to be. Because that was your lot. Because just like I said in Daniel's, in the last days, we're going to be in our laps. You know? And it's clearly the last days. Clearly the last days. The prophecy's kicking off. The last days going to be scoffers, perilous times.
That's right.
This is it. This is it, man.
Yeah.
You know, hey, how we know? He in Doco, man. Look, dry. Even though it's people walking, man. It's dry, bro. Remember before, you should be packed. People walking, everybody at Starbucks, all that.
Shorter.
You know?
And Friday night, you know what I'm saying? People got paid, got the checks.
Yeah.
Stimulus checks.
People got paid.
People got paid. You know what I'm saying? We want to do today.
That's
You know what I'm saying? We like, you know what? You should stay home.
Yeah, the spirit is totally dead. There's no spirit
You know
here.
what, though?
No.
Love it.
Oh yeah, we are.
Because, hey, the Merc for the Land is going to bring that out real quick.
Book of Matthew 24, verse 32. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When its branch is yet tender and put forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise ye, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors.
Beautiful.
Hey, so when you see the signs come to pass, know that, this is
We're at the time.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we look forward to, man. People can't even get their Murph on. You know what I'm saying? They giving away money. What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to get rid of that currency. Be like, all right, there's too much money in circulation.
Yeah.
We're going to take that away and we're going to hit your ass with that mark of the beast.
That's
Which
right.
is the RFID chip.
That's right,
Beautiful, man.
And you know what? That's the trumpet we sounding out.
That's right.
We
Beautiful.
got to let you know exactly what it is. So
Come.
Because there has to be a falling away first, man.
Exactly.
All this must come to pass, man. They gotta go to shit, so you know we can get out, so we can be established in righteousness, man.
This is Isaiah chapter 24, verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in, and that's coming soon.
Yes, sir. That's referring to Babylon.
That's right.
Babylon, Babel, confusion, the city of confusion, man. It's broken down, man.
And this is prophecy. That's why I know the brothers talking about he gonna buy out the drink that's going into it. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone.
Yes, sir, man.
No.
It's gonna be lifeless, man. It's gonna be lifeless out here. No vibrancy, man. No folly out here, man. Survival, man.
Right.
Survival, confusion, man. Because it's gonna catch everybody unaware, man. They not keeping up with the times like the men of the Lord are, man. They're not looking forward to this, man. So they're not aware. It's gonna catch them by surprise when all these things come to pass, man.
Really, at that time, they're gonna want to kill themselves.
All right, but many shall see death and will not be able to find it.
That's right.
Hold on, finish this real quick on that. Well, let me finish this off. Verse 12. And the city is left desolation, and the gates is smitten with destruction. You know? So, hey, the city is left desolation, man.
Yeah.
Hey, at that time, ain't nobody gonna be out here no more. It's gonna be the troops. It's gonna be Jacob's trouble out here. Shit's gonna be boarded up. And what? Hey, brothers is making the right move. Jake buying up all the wine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at that time, you just gonna try to find a way to suppress your feelings.
Right.
And you're gonna do it with alcohol. And at that time, hey, that shit's gonna skyrocket, man. For a little shot, man, a shot probably gonna be like $50.
Yeah.
Just to take a shot. Just so you can stop thinking about this shit. That's perilous times.
That's right.
Come on, now everybody gonna be going nuts. You know what I'm saying? Hey, depression, people gonna try to die. They gonna be people jumping off roofs and all that shit.
The material things that's committing the money.
Right. Hey, you saw that in the book of Eli. Nobody was giving out money. No, he said, I got the shampoo for that. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna do it. Hey, the best bargaining chip, and you saw that in Black Summer too, when they found alcohol, bro, they was like, man, this is it. You know what I'm saying? They was thankful to find that. They said that was like the cherry on the cake. Bro, the best thing is gonna be going is alcohol. A lot of people, they're not, that's gonna be the person that's gonna get hit. It's the gun stoves and the liquor stoves.
Yeah, that's going
And then it's gonna be the food stove. Because they know they're going to be in the house. They gonna, bring this out. This is Sirach chapter 30, verse 17. Death is better than a bitter life or continual sickness. That's a bitter life.
That
You know what I'm saying? You at the house, you ain't got no out, you ain't got nothing.
Yeah.
You hungry? You know what I'm saying? That's a bitter life. So they going to say nothing.
Just go try to kill themselves.
You know what I'm saying?
They won't be lamented, man. They won't even have time to lament each other, man. Ain't gonna be no funerals, no wakes, no none of that shit, bro. It's gonna be, man, move his ass out the way, bro. I got enough going on, man.
Well, it was showing you when the first pandemic, even though it was bullshit, when the first pandemic hit, they had the bodies down there in Venezuela and some of them, the northern kingdoms, they had bodies all on the street. Then nobody want to pick them up. So it'll be the same way here when the time comes. Bodies gonna be laying dead in the street. It's dumb.
You don't want to be next. You quoted it. This is Revelation chapter 9, verse 6. And in those days shall man seek death and shall not find it. And they shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them.
They're gonna be plagued, man. They're gonna be plagued emotionally, bro. They haven't been spiritually built up to deal with the things coming to their face, man. Coming to their door, man. Looking at your kids, man. Your kids hungry, And then you got Esau not trying to give you no food, no shelter, no water. He's just trying to give you a jab. And you're gonna do anything to get back to normal, man. You're gonna do anything to get back to normal.
We see that. They even offered you
just like in Exodus, man. Just like in Exodus, the people ended up just giving themselves to be fed, man, for food, for subsistence, man.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction drawing nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. You know, that's what's coming. You know,
And soon to come.
yeah, soon.
That's right.
In the streets near you.
Yeah,
That's right.
Coming soon.
Why is that? Because the Most High said it. You know what I'm saying? Has he ever said anything and not make it good?
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, what do you think is faithful and true? Let it be written. Because I'm going to come through and fulfill that. Just like how he said somebody's going to die for our sins, YAHAWASHI came and fulfilled that.
Right.
That's right.
You know, he said he's going to be in prison houses. He said our woman's going to be bald. He said he's going to go into slavery. He said they was going to take our kids from us. You know what I'm saying? They said that we was going to plant, but we're not going to eat of it. All that happened because the Most High said it.
Right on.
And it's still happening to today. That's how we know who Israel is. How about the rest of the stuff that ain't happening?
That's right.
So he said, woe to you that dwell on the earth, man.
That's right.
Those, especially those that don't have the Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
Because you going to feel every last bit of it. You don't got no protection. You don't got no shield. You got that shield, man.
Right.
Like the brother said, we're going to be walking around like, bro, it ain't even nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't,
smile on the face.
you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't even no pandemic. Like it ain't even no upwards of the people. None of that.
We're gonna be on vacation damn near.
Right.
Paid leave.
Why it's not for us?
God.
Hey,
He said
go
he
ahead.
stays from it.
Yep.
So it's not gonna be for us, it's gonna be for everybody else.
Seven troubles. Yeah. He said 6 troubles and 7. You know, I'm gonna deliver you from.
Right.
Yep.
And guess what? Because we our minds, our hearts is in the heavens, man. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, we don't give a shit right here on the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? Like the brother said, we're gonna walk like nothing, like that. You know what I'm saying? Over there, you see here, not screaming. Oh well, you know what I'm saying? yeah, you know.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, God, see? So you know what I'm saying? If you desire destruction, we come upon this place. You know, because of pride and sin here. You know, and so some people can't handle that, man. See, remember the first pandemic? Everybody's locked down, right? Everybody's looting. They gotta put the door, they put the windows, board that up, man. Hey, man, this lockdown is gonna be worse than the first one, man. That's coming soon, you know. Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and evading one another. They shall not regard their kings or their princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
You're gonna be like, man, fuck what Joe Biden gotta say. Fuck what Gav Newsom gotta say. Bro, do you see this shit? They said, I'm gonna eat. They said, I'm gonna go eat, man.
Right. You see what's going on? They rebel against the master. Like, man, fuck this shit, man. You know, and that's why they you know, every time they tell him, he got one mask. No, fuck this man, don't be fuck. You know what I'm saying? So, that day coming, man. You know what I'm saying? This is like, this is my man, they don't care. They don't care about the government. They don't care. They're gonna balls out, man, what they say in the world.
This is Matthew 24, verse 12. Oh no, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold.
Hell yeah, we sitting there right now, man. We seen I think y'all caught some video a while back in San Francisco or the Bay Area that somebody got hit and drove off. You know, he out there laying out, man, and everybody walked by and they're like, look at dude, like, man, I don't want to help this dude, man.
Yeah.
They didn't say nothing, they just keep on walking by. And same thing with the females. Remember the app? You know what I'm saying? I guess she was something with the dating app. She went to somebody's house and then she claimed that she got raped and nobody wants to hear her complaint. You know?
What the fuck is you gonna do anyway? You ain't gonna play Uno. Shit. You ain't gonna play checkers.
So yeah, level man is wax cold, man. Everybody's like, hey man, that's your problem, man.
And your neighbors, your friends, and your friends might not even be your friend. That's why, hey, nothing is above your brother. Because your brother ain't a friend, man. It's like this is your family. Because your friends is gonna turn on you. They gonna think about their household and be like, man, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
Hey man, your best friend's gonna turn on you. Man, turn to your enemy. You gonna fight just like your enemy. Like he's a rival gang or something like that, man. But that's your best friend. You know this dude from high school, man.
You know since kinder.
Yeah.
Hey, no, because iniquity abound, because you know what I'm saying, all hell's breaking loose. Hey, the love of many, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna wax cold,
Yeah.
man. That smile's gonna turn into get out.
Right.
That's right.
Get out. Every one of them surgical masks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It the kids gonna ask their father, hey, what's the, you know, all everybody's a family. And so everything's breaking loose, right? And they're gonna say, Dad, what is that in the hot dog bun? And don't worry about it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a hot dog, eat that shit. Oh, that look like your neighbor's hand.
That's the same ring. The same ring Jimmy had on next door. It's in there. Oh, I forgot to take that out. Go ahead, you'll see that. It's tough. Yeah. Special dog.
All these people of the world, bro, they bound by their flesh, bro. They bound by their feelings. They bound by their emotions, man. They worship themselves, bro. So they're not gonna put another person before they wants and they needs, man. When it comes down to it, bro, they won't. So the people you can trust is the people that's bound by this, man. Your family, man, that's bound by this.
Those that hate their life to death. They don't care shit. We want to go out with you. Because we know the Most High, hey, when 2 or 3 gather too shit, we know the Most High's going to come through.
That's right. That's right.
I'm like, all right. Hey, I'm going to try to gather with the brothers.
Got that right.
We're going to find some food.
That's right.
For sure, the Most High going to deliver, man. He always delivers, man. His deliverance is executed perfectly.
That's right.
And when he say he's a very present help, you want to bring that help on the shop, because that's what we're talking about, man. We don't got nothing to fear, man. We don't got to worry about trying to kill this man to eat. No, the Most High got us, man.
Right. We just read it yesterday. Hey, man, y'all should be rejoicing. They're going to be in sorrow. They're going to be in sorrow. You know, y'all going to eat and they're going to be hungry.
This is Psalm chapter 33, verse 18. Behold, the eye of Yahawah is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. So you think we worried about dying and hunger? No, that's for the wicked. Let the wicked will deal with that shit. No, man, we worried about, you know what I'm saying, enduring, man. We worried about making sure that we still abiding in the law, man. Especially seeing some shit like that, we like, okay, it's game time. We gotta be on point much more now than ever we was before.
That's right,
because it's them times.
Book of Psalms 46, verse 1. The Most High is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble.
That's right. There we go.
Yeah, in trouble. What was that trouble? Jacob's trouble.
That's right.
All trouble.
I'm saying hunger, anything. You hurt? You want shelter?
I was about to say that shit. We in trouble right now, bro. We in captivity shit. We being sustained through this, man.
We're in trouble right now. He's a strong race. You know what I'm saying? Calling his name. He's a strong tower.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't call your father. He needs help. Shit, man, he help me. Fuck, I'm trying for food, you know?
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed be the Most High, even the Father of our YAHAWASHI Thawadah, the Father of mercies, the power of all comfort, who comforted us in all our tribulation, that we may be able to comfort them which are in any trouble, by the comfort wherein we ourselves are comforted of the Most High. So you know what I'm saying? This is the Most High that's going to comfort us in all trouble. He's our shield, he's our refuge, he's a very present help in the time of trouble. We have nothing to fear, man. You know? What we fear is the Most High, man. That's it. We don't fear, man. We don't fear nothing. We don't fear what's coming up, because we know that we're going to be tried with fire. So we know what's coming ahead of us. It might be the worst of the worst, but as long as we have YAHAWASHI Thawadah with us, we're going to be all right.
Hey, we ain't even thinking about it. Because most of that says have a mind set upon the heavens and don't worry about how to bring that out. The wicked want to be good.
Oh, yeah.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 12. For the eyes of the Lord Yahawah are over the righteous, and his ears are open unto their prayers. But the face of the Lord Yahawah is against them that do evil. So yeah, man, your prayers and your supplications, as long as you've been doing this and you built this rapport and sincerity, is always gonna be heard, man.
That's right.
He's always gonna deliver in that time of trouble, man. On time. Yes, sir.
This is 2 Esdras chapter 9, verse 13. And therefore be thou now curious. This is 2 Esdras chapter 9, verse 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is and for whom the world is created. I'm gonna have to read it again and run it back.
But yeah, we're not worried about how y'all want to get punished. We're not worried about what y'all got to go through because we're not finna go through that, man. Hey, we have a hedge made in the heavens. We got a hedge made on YAHAWASHI Thawadah YAHAWAH. We think about all the blessings that we're gonna receive from serving them, man. You know what I'm saying? We think about being in a mansion tucked off somewhere. You know what I'm saying? With Isaiah 4:1, you got abundance of food and whatever we need, man. So we're not worried about what y'all got to go through. We're worried about how the Most High gonna deal with us in these last days.
Bring this up real quick. This is Colossians chapter 3, verse 2. Set your affections on things above, not on things on the earth.
That's right. So our affection, what we care about the most is about on things above. We're talking about the kingdom, we're talking about YAHAWASHI, we're talking about things that are above. That's where our mind is at. Our mind is not upon the earth. Our mind is not about getting another job. Our mind is not upon about fucking trying to, you know what I'm saying, get big booty jewelry and all that shit. No, we don't give a fuck about that shit, man. Cause this shit's gonna be dissolved pretty soon. This shit gonna get destroyed.
That's right.
So why would he have our mind on something that's not for the last that much longer? Right.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 18. While we look not at the things which are seen, but the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
So everything that you view with your own eyes right now is all temporal. So there's no point of you trying to chase after it. You're not going to be here forever, man. But the things in the heavens, man, that's everlasting, man. The kingdom, the Lord, your Father, man, he ain't going to die. He's the Father that's not going to die. You know what I'm saying? That's everlasting. So that's where our mind is at, man. Because here, it's not it, man. It's numbered. Time is numbered. Time has a number. The kingdom don't got a number. They don't got a time.
That's right. That's why I said worried about all that stuff, like we brought out, worried about the things in the heavens and how to get to heaven, right? You know, how to get to the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? What you could do better, what you could improve on, so you could please the Most High. Stop worrying about people dying. If they die, because the Most High let it go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna run that back to the second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when.
Yeah, we're not curious about how the ungodly get punished or when they get punished. Because we know that's not for us. Why are we worried about it? You know what I'm saying? No, we're curious about how we're going to get saved. We're curious about what's going to happen in the kingdom for us. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord said that He's going to save them out of it. So that's what we're wondering about. That's what we're curious about. We don't give a damn about y'all.
That's right,
You know what I'm saying? Hey, scripture that we're going to be laughing at your commandment. We're going to be laughing at your instruction. You know what I'm saying? That's all we're going to be doing. You know?
That's right, that's right. But inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
That's all we care about. Hey, we come out here to do the will YAHAWASHI Thawadah bid in his elect into the marriage and how they gonna get saved, man. That's all we are here for, man.
For the elect. You know what I'm saying? We worried about how the righteous gonna get saved. You know what I'm saying? That's why we here to bid the elect to the marriage, because only the elect is going to get in there marriage. Only the elect is going to get that understanding.
That's right.
Only the elect is going to agree to what the scripture actually says. Everybody else is blinded, so we don't expect everybody to get it. You know what I'm saying? So we worried about the righteous, how they going to get saved. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, the sooner the elect gets saved, the sooner we evaluate. And we all looking at that same goal. Getting the hell up out of here.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Same in our household.
Right.
Like that.
Beautiful.
It's book of Psalms 145. Psalms 145 and verse 18. The Lord Yahweh is now to all them that call upon him, to all that call upon him in truth.
Beautiful. He's not to all of that call upon him in truth, man. Not just vainly calling on him like he's some type of just option you can always just go in a bag for it. No, man. The Lord YAHAWASHI is not an option, man. If you constantly building that rapport and you constantly abiding in the fear and constantly abiding in the name and truth and sincerity, he's open for you to call upon him, man, in that time of trouble, man.
He will fulfill the desire of them that fear him. He also will hear their cry and will save them. The Lord Yahweh preserveth all of them that love him, but all the wicked will he destroy.
Beautiful, man. A motherfucker died. Jake wanna have prayer circles, bro. He in the ER fighting for his life. He wanna have prayer circles, bro. Y'all ain't prayed a day in y'all life, man. Y'all ain't prayed since last Easter, man. But y'all wanna have prayer circles, man. Y'all wanna call upon the names of the Lord, not even knowing the names of the Lord, man.
And not knowing that the Most High killed his ass. He said the wicked shall be destroyed.
Still blaming the shit on the devil, man.
Bring this out for you. This is Job chapter 4, verse 7. Remember, I pray you, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off?
Beautiful, man. Where was the righteous cut off? Whoever perished being innocent, man. And a lot of, especially, I'm just more familiar with Judites, but y'all hate to accept that shit, man. Y'all hate to accept that shit. The real you come out, you tell a motherfucker that shit, bro. Am I there for your enemy? Am I there for your enemy because I tell you the truth? You gonna learn you is, bro. You gonna learn you the chief enemy, man. Tell somebody that shit, bro.
They said that your main foes is gonna be the one in your household, right? The man's foes is gonna be the one in his household.
That's right,
Shit. Not only is it in your house, but your own people. You know what I'm saying? Your own people, man. Your own race.
The book of Psalms, chapter 125, verse 3. For the right of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity. So yeah, man, you tell people that, bro, they gonna be on your ass, man. Tell them like, if he wasn't being wicked, if he wasn't putting his hands towards wickedness, this would have never befell him, bro.
That's right,
you can't tell nobody that, man. You can't tell nobody that because a lot of these people be offended in Hamashiach, man. That's why they don't be blessed, man. Because it said, blessed is those that are not offended in me, man.
That's right.
Book of Ezekiel chapter 21 verse 12 reads, Cry in hell, son of man, for it shall be upon my people, it shall be upon all the princes of Israel, terror, by reason of the sword shall be upon my people, smite thereof, or they not stop. The reason why I brought that out, because you had your chance. You had your chance to take heed to the word. You see? But it said that the Most High is not an option, man. You know what I'm saying? When you see the sword come, when somebody coming in you with the 45-year-old face, man, then it's too late. You know, some Most High got you. You know, you should repent that long time ago.
That's right.
See? But you choose not to. But man, this time it's gonna be really crazy, man. Really harsh terror the Most High is gonna bring to our people, Israel. You see, you had your chance, man. The Most High send the men of the Lord out all the time, man, to warn these type of things. You know, but you ain't gonna take heed. You had your chance. So every time, man, last minute jakes, man.
Yeah.
Every time, man. Every time. You know.
I was gonna say the Most High's plan A, not plan B.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, he's the only plan.
Beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? He's the only way out, he's the only way in, all that, man.
Yep.
You know, ain't no other way, man. It's either his way or death.
Either the straight gate or shit. The wide gate, bro. Either both of them his ways though.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. You know,
Both of them his ways. He designed both of these ways. He designed the world. He designed the world now, and he designed the world to come, man.
Yeah, the scripture says in the Apocrypha that is liberty. That you had a chance, you know what I'm saying, to repent of your sins. You know? But you choose not to. And now guess what? Now you're gonna death by pain coming.
Yup, death by pain. That's right,
Congratulations, you know. You know, you should have had your shit. I should have listened. I should have listened to the prophets out there. They were speaking the truth. You know?
But they don't want to hear
They don't want to hear the truth.
This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 9, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of Yahweh, which say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. So they don't want the truth, they want the lie. Because if you tell them the truth, what happens? You become enemies.
Scripture reminds me of the face of that. The rebellious people reminds me of who's bad at. You know what I'm saying? He's like the face of the face. You know? But it's way worse than them. You know what I'm saying? More looking at the Israelites out there, you know? They're not listening to the voice of the Lord, you know? So rebellious looking at Israelites out there, you know what I'm saying? It's like them, you know, rebellious, man. You see this video, he's badass, he put the most like, oh, man. You know what I'm saying?
Who the hell in their right mind should listen to you?
Exactly. So here you are telling me, take the back seat. But look at you.
You got killed, you done got your leg. But what happened to this leg? Got shot, right? You done got shot in all kinds of shit.
Come on, man.
Kind of died.
Yeah.
Listen, that play's my pass over.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 31. The prophets prophesy falsely, and the priests bear rule by their means. And my people love to have it so. And what will ye do in the end thereof, man? because you love these soft words, man. Jake honestly be knowing who really got the right doctrine, but they still want to follow their flesh, man. They still want to follow what feel good to them, what conforms to their lifestyle the most, man. That's really what they want, man. That's really what's going on, man. You wanna follow this because you can get with this shit, but you gotta completely change and erase everything and come brand new to Yahweh bahasham YAHAWASHI, man.
Say Jake always try to find an easy way in life, man. That's why I think Jake be slanging dope and shit like that. Jake be robbing houses because they don't want to take the time to work for their money. You know what I'm saying? Even though, hey, Jake is a supplanter. You know, that's just in their spirit. But, you know what I'm saying? Same thing, even when it comes to serving the Most High, they want to find an easier way out. And what's the easy way out? Going to church once a week on Sundays. And after that, that's it. They can forget about, you know what I'm saying, what they said, they just go eat pork and all that other shit.
Right.
They don't want it this way, man. This is the straight way.
This is the straight way. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? All that other way, man, I don't know how you think you're going to get into heaven like that.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't.
Yeah. You over here turning up on Saturdays, but you go to church on Sundays with the hangover and the stickers. Yeah, from the club. From the strip club.
You still got stripper divers in there.
You still got glitter on your face and shit. You done motorboated the bitch. You got glitter on your face and shit, man.
You still got the blood still smelling like that.
Right, man.
Oh, man. So those type of chicks like that, man.
Hey, Jake like that deserves death. Why? Because he make a mafia.
Right.
That's all good. Because what he say, not in my presence only, man. Not in my presence only, man. That's how we supposed to be. We supposed to minister and do minister, man. Y'all guys wanna do this, but be in a world majority of y'all time, man. When this is y'all lifestyle, man. This is what y'all supposed to be subscribing to, man. Wholeheartedly, man.
How much more in his absence, man? That's what you gotta think about, man. So you gotta go even harder because you know he's watching. You know, that's when it really counts when he's not there. You know?
I got a precept, bro. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 2. I have spread it out my hands all the day unto a rebellious people, which walketh in a way that was not good after their own thoughts. A people that provoke me to anger continually to my face, that sacrifice in gardens and burdens incense into altars of brick. But the main point was what was going in until he reaching out. He constantly reaching out to you Israelites. He using us to lift up our voice to call you in. But y'all turn away y'all ear. Y'all not hearkening to this message. And you got a judgment coming for that. He gonna put his foot in your ass. You got that coming. So you can either turn your ways now and be a part of the hopeful elect, or you catch that death, catch that fire. Oh, I remember, when we was downstairs,
But we would have hit him with some feminist stuff, talking about you ain't gonna make it to the kingdom. This, I got a precept to what you brought out. This is pretty much stating that.
Okay.
This is Romans chapter 10, verse 21. But to Israel he said, all the day long I have stretched forth my hands unto a disobedient and gainsaying
people. That's right.
But that's a slap in the face, man. Your hands open, man.
Right.
Your hands open. Your hands. You like, please, man.
Yeah.
Please don't make me do this, man. I want to give y'all the kingdom, man. I want to give y'all dominion over the earth. I want to set y'all in y'all rightful place, man. Please come back, man.
Crying out loud to you.
God. And they just pulling away their shoulder, man.
Closing
they
their
flicking you off, man. They praying to other powers, man.
Saw that video. It's crazy, man. Over what? Over some food, man. You know? Over some food, man. Over some finance. Over women. Over, you know what I'm saying? Over whatever. Worldly stuff.
Worldly stuff.
You know what I'm saying? You want to go against the Heavenly Father over worldly stuff. And you ain't worth the kingdom, man. At all. You ain't worth saving.
Don't you realize it's just only for a set time that you have to go back in front of the head of judgment to Yahweh and be judged? So you abound all your iniquity. You indulge in all this iniquity. For what? For that judgment.
Man, you putting out the kingdom, man, for some vanity, bro. Things that profit you not, bro. Imagine that, man. You got all this on the other side of the door, bro, and you can't forgo that shit to what the fuck, bro? Right, to still be in captivity, man.
This book of Isaiah 1 verse 5. Why shall ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint.
What do you say? A grievous sword, man. A grievous sword, man. Israel just needs to be done. The majority of Israel needs to be done away with, man.
Yeah.
And he needs to, you know.
Yeah, there's no point in reproving him. There's no point in reproving you because you're going to keep reproving you, but eventually you're going to turn back to your old ways. And then get even worse and worse. So there's no point in, he might just kill y'all, man. And then have y'all come back in the kingdom.
This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, it's not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever.
And there it is, everything is contrary to the Most High, YAHAWASHI Thawadah. This whole world is wicked. Of course, it said that, hey, the world was given to the hands of the wicked. So everything is working in contrary to what's good and what's righteous. So therefore, you can't be of the world and be of the Most High. It's just not gonna work.
They say you can't sit in the tables of devils and the table of the Heavenly Father.
That's right,
You can't serve two masters, man.
That's it.
You just can't. It ain't gonna work. Because what if one master tells you to go steal something from this other?
That's the spirit of the world right now, man. The Lord YAHAWASHI Thawadah is making a lot of people choose, man.
That's right.
Especially with their livelihood, man. You're gonna actually have to put your shit on the table, man, and make it known who you rocking with, man. Is you gonna lay down and bow to the image of Baal and get inoculated and go against the Lord YAHAWASHI Thawadah, or is you gonna rock with him and have faith, man?
And the faith is on the line. This is the final test. Be wild.
Next. Man, when you next, you serving
Yeah.
all sides. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want?
Yeah.
You're in the scriptures, but you go over here doing the world.
That's right.
This is James chapter 4, verse 4. Ye adulterers and adulteress, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High.
Enemy, man. And if you're not with him, you against him. So yeah, you're the enemy, man. And you know what he's gonna do to his enemies, man. You know what he's gonna do to his enemies, bro.
Bring them hither.
Playing before me, man.
Book of Joshua 24, verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord Yahweh, choose you this day whom you will serve. Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua.
He made that apparent, man. This is what I'm rocking with, man. We're gonna serve the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. This is what we gonna serve, man. People get tired of that double-minded shit, man. A double-minded man is unstable as all his ways, man. It's an unjust balance, man. You abominable to the Heavenly Father through his Son, man. Bro, and that's why Alicia said, how long will you be of two opinions, man? Motherfuckers get tired of that shit, bro. Choose, man. Be hot or cold, man, and stay there, bro. Because it's gonna be a time where you can't come back to the other side of the fence, man. You got to rock with who you chose with, man. Rock with who you rode with, man.
I see why the Most High wants to kill a whole lot of Israelites. 2/3, I see why, man.
I want to kill a whole lot of 2/3, bro.
The way they be rejecting the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
What the hell do you think it is?
I see, yeah. You remember he told Moses, get out my way, man. I'm gonna slay all these dudes, man. All these people right here. Look at that people, man.
He said, I'll start with you, Moses. I'll make you a mighty nation, man.
Yeah, if I was there,
That's why it was good that it was Moses.
Yeah.
A meek man, bro. One of the most meekest men to walk the earth, man.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 8, verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High has made this world for many, but the world to come for few.
So that's why it's gonna be a wave to a drop that gets saved, man. It's gonna be a remnant that gets saved, man. That's been signing crying for the abominations done in the midst of the world, man. That's been coming in truth and sincerity to the best of their abilities, man. Enjoying it to the end, man. Falling and getting back up, man. And remaining steadfast and making not haste in the time of trouble, man.
Verse 3. There be many created, but few shall be saved.
Many, okay, yeah, many created and few to be saved, man. Because many is called, but few is chosen, man. You know, it's gonna be people that's slated for destruction, man, and rightfully so, man. Indignation, man.
Hey, shoot, man. Hey, just like, once again, like Noah, that's a few.
Yeah.
Mary got perished.
Yeah.
You know, 8 people got saved out of the whole population at that time.
Right.
You know, that was a whole lot of people back then. So how much more is around this time? You know, it's going to be a few as going to be saved and many going to be perished by this time.
Well, what did he say about the, remember he said that he's going to bring back the days of old, the house of David, right? Well, the house of Daid, well, it was only, they wasn't even that big. It was like 300 men or 800. Because you said, I think 200 stayed back or 100 stayed back and 3 went with them. So it wasn't really a lot of people. The Most High, like the brothers say all the time, he never really dealt with them.
Right.
You know, because what he said, many are called, but few are chosen. Many were created, but few are going to be saved.
And he never dealt with numbers also because you know how us in our flesh, man, we like to always attribute shit to us, man. He does shit so you know it couldn't have been nothing but the Lord through his son doing these things, man. That's the way he does shit, man. He picks, he don't need the strongest, he don't need the smartest, he don't need the fastest, man. He need the very few that's actually with this shit to the end, man. And he's gonna make it happen through them, man. And that's it. And that's how you gonna know it's the Heavenly Father through his son doing these things, man. What?
Right,
with Gideon, it was Gideon, right? He took the retarded motherfuckers, bro, and they fought. Actually, they even fought. He made them fight themselves, man. He made their enemies fight themselves, man. So how much more the kingdom of heaven, man? The feeble, the weakest physically one, man. With that strong spirit, with that one that endured to the end, man. He just might not be, right there physically. He gonna be as strong as David, man.
That's
one
right.
of the mightiest warriors to walk the face of the earth, man.
This is Jeremiah chapter 32, verse 27. Behold, I am Yahawah, the power of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me? You know what I'm saying? So he's making a few people like warriors, you know what I'm saying? Hunters. Is that gonna be too hard for the Most High? No, man. Because what like the brother just mentioned, man, he's gonna make the weakest man strong as well. You know what I'm saying? He can raise a stone. Well, shit, he made a donkey talk. You know what I'm saying?
So he turned the king to a donkey.
Come on, dog. He made the earth open its mouth, swallow some people up. So you tell me nothing is too hard for him.
That's right,
He's the power of all flesh because he controls the whole world. Not meaning that but you know that he's the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
That's right.
He said that because ain't nobody on top of that.
That's right.
Yeah, and then they said the Most High is gonna put one man chase 1,000. You know, that's power, man. So one man chase 1,000.
Well, he showed that with Samson.
Yeah, Samson. He killed a lot of Philistines.
No, 1,000 people, bro.
Man,
With weapons.
y'all balling your ass, man.
When you making them retreat through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI Thawadah.
Hey, they thought they had him too.
Yeah.
You know they was coming like, we got him.
Yeah.
Like,
we're deep. See, you know what I'm saying? We're deep out here. You showing you.
Hey, same thing in life, man. Motherfuckers think that, you know what I'm saying, they got it better off because they my own number.
Yeah.
And the numbers don't mean nothing, man.
Right.
It could be one or two of us still having the same spirit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's about what do you come to do, who you come to serve. You come to serve YAHAWASHI Thawadah.
That's right.
And he expects nothing less than being hot.
Come on.
You know, so that's what we come to do, bring that fire, man, or when we keep that spirit.
Right. More of us than more than them.
That's right.
Okay, so don't forget, man, we got reinforcements. You know, that we boots on the ground. Man, we got Air Force, man.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Space Force. How about that?
Y'all see him?
You see what they can do? The ability they can get around. You know,
Right.
Disappear, reappear. You know, it's like hummingbirds. You know what I'm saying? The plane, they got to take a whole turn. They got to take a whole. You know what I'm saying? Take a lot of time to turn back. Check it, just like that. They got you right there. You know? Yeah, man. Shifting, you know, all that. You know, how you trying to shoot at it, guess what? There's nothing wrong with it. I'm still standing here like what? You know what I'm saying? So hey man, so Esau's the water hurt right now. Esau's in trouble right now, right here. You know, that's why it's good for the seat because you know Steph got a short time to rule. Because why he's pushing this vaccine for a whole lot of people? Oh, I see. Because the Most High is coming. He's gonna send the sun down. That's why he's seen the chariots coming. You know, so they're all here.
You say the devil should come down having great wrath because you know his time is but for his time is but for a moment. His time is running short.
That's right.
You know?
Time. That's right, brother. So I got a scripture going back, about Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And this shall come to pass that in all the land, says the Lord Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. You know, the third is of Israel, man. Hey, Israel is the seventh to seek. A whole lot.
Well, he said that land is only Babylon.
Right.
Like North and South America.
God. You know? And so it's going to be this whole lot of people, though. 2/3 of Israel?
Yeah, just in here alone, in Babylon, yeah, that's a lot of Jake.
Yeah.
Hey, this is majority Jake. This is damn near Jake land.
And you gotta think, man, 2/3 of us is getting killed, but everybody else gonna go. All the heathens, 100% of them is gonna go. So,
Hey, you know what I was just thinking? Can I tell you about? Bro, this is like damn near the land of Jake, right? Because this is the land of our king, just like Egypt. What happened when we went to Egypt? We was reproducing.
Yep. The more they afflicted us, the more we reproduce.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep,
like,
that's
so
right.
the same thing will happen here.
Yep.
You know, imagine how many people gonna die. It's majority Jake.
Yeah.
Imagine how many people gonna
God,
die.
a whole lot of people, man.
A lot.
And that's why I said Revelation is blood to the horse's bottom.
But it's like, what, 500 million people
Man,
in North America?
it's just 5 million? North America?
500 million,
That's a
bro.
lot of people, man. Man, most times gonna get a whole lot of people, man, with the past life. All the spirits, what they did, they all right here to be ready to be good. Right?
Like if you're,
Done.
I was just saying, if you're a heathen, you literally have no chance at salvation, bro. You're gonna die, bro. 100%. 1 for 1. Everybody's gonna die, bro. And then the only chance you got at making it past these thermonuclear missiles is being an Israelite, being that 1/3 of Israel, man.
Right. Verse 9 reads, and I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people.
Right.
And they shall say, Lord Yahweh is my power.
Right.
That's right, the remnant. You know? The remnant's going to call on their name. YAHAWASHI Thawadah.
Beautiful.
I can hear them.
I was gonna say, man, you see people dropping like flies their own people. They said 1,000 to your left and tens of thousands to your right. Imagine that. You don't know that's your God.
For real.
Yeah, at that point, like, man, this is you. And you believe too, and it came through. This is Yahweh God's thing that was done.
That's right.
You ain't gonna be able to deny that.
At all. And you wouldn't want to.
Nah, at that point, shit, you could have been the last motherfucker down. You deny, like, shit, this still ain't. You gonna be the last one dead. You know?
Right.
We're good. We'll go ahead and close. It is our hope, prayer, and desire that the lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise and honor and glory unto Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, to you brothers pushing the message across the world. It's Four Corners. Shalom.
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 Yes, sir.
Beautiful.